A raft of wandering otters, and here we are in Salinas, California, and we're going to show you something that you may not even know about, but there was a U.S. Army fort here on the Monterey Bay. So can you imagine being stationed at Monterey Bay? Actually, that's how Clint Eastwood came to know the area and fell in love with it, and that's why he stayed. That's why he lives.
Stationed there?
Well, he was in the Army and stationed at Fort Ord.
Wow.
But we are going to show you the Fort Ord National Monument. It's not much for now. And those of you that collect National Monument stamps for those stamp books, I don't know where you'd get the stamp for this National Monument, but maybe you have to go down to Pinnacles, which is now a national park, or maybe there's some National Park Service office nearby here. I don't know, but so far I haven't seen where you can get a stamp for Fort Ord.
You might want to call or go to a website or something like that.
Yeah, if you're really into it. I'm not so into it that I did that, but anyway. All right, so we're going to show you Fort Ord National Monument. A raft of wandering otters, join us for a sudden wander into Fort Ord National Monument here in Salinas, California. We drive by this all the time, or at least the signs for it, when we go on Highway 68 from Salinas to Monterey or Pacific Grove. You can actually follow Highway 68, Pets on Leash, okay? And it's a sunrise to sunset office, or park. We'll call it a park. Good thing it is, one reason why we're going here for a picnic today is that there are bathrooms.
Oh, good.
There are horse trails, bike trails, and of course walking trails. So very popular trailhead. This is called Creekside Terrace Trailhead. I've been lying about the potty. This is where you, if you have a trailer, you park over here. So not only if you have a horse trailer, like let's say you're pulling an RV or have just a big unit RV, you do have parking here. You know, there's some gorgeous wildlife opportunities, seeing opportunities around here.
Pretty.
Yeah. Let's just wander up here a little bit just to see what we see. Look at this birdie here. What is that, a blue jay? Rascal.
Yes.
Blue jays, the smart alecks of the bird world. Seagulls are pigs of the bird world. Pigs with wings.
Oink, oink.
Oink, oink.
Squawk, squawk.
Squawk, squawk. That's lovely. Thank you for sharing that, son.
You're joking.
A little bit. All right, and then there you have a map, and of course you can Google all this and look it up online these days. But that shows you the Fort Ord National Monument, what it covers. Most of Fort Ord was left undeveloped because it was used for training exercises, a lot of it. That is also another reason why there has been a cleanup being done here for the unspent ammunition, things like that. There have been no unpleasant incidents of which I know, but it's always possible. They do have in parts, and that's one reason why they want you to stay on the trail. They do have parts of it
non-parking
where they'll have signs about what to look for and do not touch. Like want to say blasting caps or something like that.
Got a handicap.
Yep. And then, thank goodness, there's bathrooms. It's just a vault toilet, but...
Today, I was a little disappointed.
You want to talk about that, son? Hang on a second here. It's got something to say.
Today, I've been very, very unlucky.
You want to explain?
Because the zip line on Route 66 was closed due to high winds.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, we were watching another YouTube vlog, and right now that particular vlogger is on Route 66 in Seligman, Arizona, and it just so happened that
See, I didn't understand.
he was he wanted to investigate this cool looking zip line in Seligman, Arizona, and they were closed because of a power outage, which those of us here in Northern California, and you don't know the news, are the electricity provider for much of Northern California is called Pacific Gas and Electric, and they have gotten into some real trouble because of presumably because of their poor maintenance practices.
Plus, they need to update their system, is what I hear.
Well, yeah. So anyway, for various reasons, they preemptively shut off power because in very specific parts of Northern California here, there were up to 70-mile-an-hour winds. So for that reason, they shut it off. So that's one reason why we were going to be up in the Sonora, California area in the Sierras around this time, but instead we're down here because, the power is off up there. So we hope the cabin's still there when we come back.
Oh, it will be.
All right?
Right.
Okay. So Paul, what else frustrated you today?
Don't know.
Yeah. So Paul does get frustrated like anybody.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, right.
That frustrated me too, but
Yeah.
eventually we'll be able to go there, honey.
Now we're not. We go to Chick-fil-A as not as a political statement one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
It's really delicious food. The service is very good. We like it there. So to all our friends that do not like Chick-fil-A for various reasons, we understand. We appreciate that, and we're not doing this to spite you. We love you. All right, and anything else frustrating you today?
Nope.
That was it. So what we just did is we had to go into Salinas for some business, and right next to where we were doing business is the Wiener Schnitzel. So we got ourselves some Coney dogs, and we're celebrating having a little mini
Chicago dogs.
Oh yeah, Chicago dogs, and we're having ourselves a little miniature Oktoberfest. And Paul's just had an epiphany.
Yeah, he did.
So anyway, so I thought, okay, we're a little early. It's like 11:30 in the morning, so we're going to go ahead and go nearby here and have a picnic. So here we are in Fort Ord National Monument. But now we're going to enjoy our food. All right. And there you go. We're in a little, for lack of a better word, arroyo here. It's off of the Salinas River. So the Salinas River is that way. Fort Ord and its environs are that way, and it's just a little niche here that a lot of people don't see. And if you have the time and you're on a visit here, it's well worth it. I don't know why I'm doing it that way. Hang on. Right up there where you see that cut is called River Road. So you would take that off of Highway 68. This part of Monterey County actually is called the Sun Belt. This corridor of Highway 68 that runs from Salinas to Pacific Grove is, well, to at least the part from Salinas to Monterey is called the Sun Belt. Really neat spot. Okay, so there are your rules about dogs, off-leash opportunities, e-bikes. Interesting. And then trail rules. All of this you can look up online, I'm pretty sure. They are kind of hoping for a donation. And they do have a map. So the big thing about making it a monument, and this is what a lot of people are hoping for, was to keep as much as possible of Fort Ord, and there's still more of it that's not been put into National Park Management. This is the part that many environmental advocates and nature advocates want to keep wild, but this is the part that has the munitions hazards. So we are right here. So Highway 68, and I'm sorry, not River Road, Reservation Road. That's the same reservation road that runs through Marina. So if you keep following it, also unique is that it has bridle paths. So there are horse trails here. 1900s, the Army marches. In 1917, the U.S. Army created the nearly 16,000-acre Giggling Reservation as an artillery impact area to train soldiers stationed at the U.S. Army Presidio of Monterey. Coincidentally, the U.S. Navy has been using the inland ranges for offshore artillery practice as early as 1912. Camp Pacific, Camp Clayton, and Camp Ord were created in the 1930s to house and train soldiers near the present-day site of Highway 1. And yes, actually, I remember coming to the Monterey area as you would come into Monterey. These dunes right here had target ranges, and you would sometimes see troops out there drilling as you drove along on Highway 1. So, yeah, it used to be kind of a highlight for me, maybe not for everybody, but it was a highlight for me to see. All right, well, that's the Fort Ord National Monument. What do you say, guys?
I say this is a great place for a picnic.
Yes, and actually there's covered picnic tables in back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we tend to like to eat in the car for various reasons, but yeah, there is at least one picnic table over there. There is a vault toilet. There's no water. Well, actually, there is water. There's running water. There's no sink to wash your hands, but you can wash your hands in the running water if you so desire. So I would bring hand sanitizer and kind of like you're camping, but not camping, you know. But anyway, it is a lovely site, and it's kind of, I mean, for this area, it's warm.
It is warm.
We even though we're from the Central Valley originally, this heat is a little unusual for us, especially in Marina. Marina is typically not more than 72. And this is, how much is it here? Do you happen to know?
It's 75.
75. Whew, blistering. Okay. Hey, there's a ghost tree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there's a bench up there. I can see it.
This is a tree, the table right
That's
here.
the picnic table right there.
Take the little walk edges down.
All right. Oh, you got mutt mitts too.
Oh.
Very nice. Well done, National Park System. the Fremont Peak or something like that. Yeah,
Is that what it's
across the
called?
way there. Yep. Well, this was fun.
I thought so. Yeah, 75 right now.
Well, thank you for joining us. This is a raft of wandering otters. Thanking you for taking a little journey here, a sudden wander to Fort Ord National Monument here, right off of Highway 68 near Salinas, California. All right. Well, hey, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. That enough?
I got blisters on my fingers!